sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL. Once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys looking to even things up after a 3-4 start to the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Now Spears to begin the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, the numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago. 15 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
That's complete. It's Jalen Noel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Pressure brought in. Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's second down.
Here we go.
Now Ward. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Down a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jalen Noel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Falcons had 1-6 now. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Now he sheds himself free. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep building.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't do that to yourself.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On third down, Penix from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on down.
Ward. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard. And it's second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Williams. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, Ward. That's complete to DK. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for the Titans.
To throw is Ward. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep here and go instead with Spears. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a gain of 7.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Ward. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
From the gun, here's Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jalen Noel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. His numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down.
Here's Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At their 49-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
60 Bison, 6 go.
Looking to throw, Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And looking to throw, Penix. And that's going to be incomplete.
This is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Penix. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Spears. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
To throw, here's Ward. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To the air, Penix. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. That one deep for London. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's good.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A long long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our swing around the NFL starts now. In Jacksonville, the Jaguars at home to take on Tampa Bay. And this is Chris Godwin. You want instant offense? Try this one on for size. He makes the catch, and then watch.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Williams loses the football, and they will take over at the 29-yard.
Where are you?
Y'all can say what y'all want to talk about.
Tiny, what are you doing?
This shit gets me hot.
Tiny, what are you doing?
Hey, I can't freaking hear it. Oh my
Huh?
God.
Where are you going, Tiny? What? Where are you?
And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Where are you going? So I make the most money.
Fake, here's Ward. To the left side, finds his receiver, Noel. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Hand off to Spears. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 21-0.
Tiny, where Tiny, do we follow this? Tiny, where are you? Tiny, wait for me. I'm trying to find you.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Well, there's a nice move by Robinson. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to to Robinson now on first down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly are letting up today, partner, because they forced big turn.
So you need to wait for me. That's at the 8. Because I died. Try to wait for me. Because I'm... Okay, take the time. Oh! Try to wait. Bam! Yes!
Overs already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
He said, let's down. No, so that means...
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They are going for it. Penix. Benster's running back complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The 21-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
1.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. Penix working out of the gun here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Now run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
That's why I died. She said no.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A play fake. Now Penix on the RPO. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix, his 19th touchdown Wilson. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Good boy, baby. I'm off in here waiting for you and this.
Back now here on EA Sports. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I know that says no poopy.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, play keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to Spears. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I thought you were supposed to
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And here's again to Spears. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 47.
Here's a run for Spears. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they're in fact tackling behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Ward. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Now, that was a great play defensively. Every gap in the middle covered. They end up losing yardage, and now that brings up 4th down.
Now Ward on 4th down. And he's caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop it.
And now a run to Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Ward. And that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Working out again here, Ward. And a throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Check.
It's a gain of 10.
70 Lions. Ready.
They'll run with Spears. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
I'm going to say it's
TJ Spears with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
But I hope I can my season words when we complete this whole entire arm.
Groupie for the extra point.
Sorry, how do you just start? I just saw you win on here, and then you got me. I never saw you win on the last one.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards.
Watch out! Tiny, watch out for the Chinese.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes in this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Again here with Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Penix. There's Mooney with another catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
2nd and 15 at the 20-yard line.
And looking to throw Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Penix. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. He'll try to do it himself. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Falcons first down.
They'll throw with Penix.
God, catch the ball!
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To the air, Penix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it for the defensive touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And